We will have a quick look at the front pages now. We start with the Daily Mail. They want to know, where have our GPs gone? My guess would be the golf course, but they have more detail on that, I expect. The Daily Telegraph, Johnson says Ukraine is ready for its finest hour. And there's a photograph there of Ronnie O'Sullivan, who has won yet another World Championship snooker final. You keep thinking you've seen the last of him, but no. The Independent have Ukrainian refugees forced into overcrowded homes. That doesn't sound like the worst thing that's happened to them lately, but anyway, that's nevertheless the story they're going with. And there's an example of one of those on the front there, holding a shoe. The Guardian has Patel faces mass legal action from Ukrainians stuck in visa backlog. There's a photograph there which might briefly appear to illustrate that story, but in fact, it's lift-off for cities' Eid celebrations, the end of the month of fasting. I think it's that. Gosh, I better make sure I'm brushed up on my Muslim calendar. The Financial Times, the biggest story. It's always hard to tell quite what they're going with as such, but the main headline there on a story on a page full of copy is Johnson enlisted for last-ditch bid to wrestle arm into London listing. Wrestle arm, get it? Phone of Spanish PM Sanchez hacked in first use of Pegasus on a serving leader. I could have sworn they used it on Johnson a couple of weeks ago. Never mind, perhaps it's in the detail. The Mirror says that Maddie prime suspect is a danger to society. Can't believe Maddie's still rumbling on after all these years. And in the Mirror, too, who were never quite her keeper of her flame, and the Queen's Guard intruder blunder. The Times has that same photograph of people celebrating the start of Eid. I think it's pronounced Eid, is it? Sorry, Eid al-Fitr at Small Heath Park in Birmingham, and rising inflation to blow £7,000 hole in pensions. Gold-plated schemes will not keep pace as cost of living surges. The Daily Express has Boris's right to buy plan is vote winner, and Ronnie rockets to 7th world title. There he is. And finally, as ever, the Daily Star throws us a bit of a curveball. We're med for it. Forget passport delay woes. Britain is set to be hotter than Crete, Ibiza and Saint-Tropez. 23 degrees centigrade. Well, it'll do for the spring. So those are our headlines. Stay with us and we will dive into them in some depth.